Can I shoot a 3-bedroom house in under 10 minutes? Start the clock. My name is Cole Connor, and I was put here to do 3 things. Create, inspire, love. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it. Before I started shooting, I did the essentials. Unlocked all the doors, made sure everything was good to go. Keep in mind, I shot these with the Ray-Bans Meta, which are awesome, but they only record 3 minutes at a time. So when you see the start and stop, that is just me turning them back on so that I can film 3 minutes. Here we go. All right, clock has started. Let's get into it. All right, I'm shooting with the 12-24 Sony f4 lens. I did have a little bit of trouble with my Ray-Bans. I didn't think about how, they are, they block light, and it made it kind of hard to see what was going on. Boom, first shot done, going to the other corner, looking out across the living room. For homes like this that are completely empty, I shoot the corners. It's like maybe if I see a shot, but this is a very basic 2,100 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath home. It's nothing special. I hate to say it. Boom, getting a corner of this. This was kind of a weird area. I wasn't sure how to shoot it, but I just went with my gut. I've been doing this for like 10 years, so I just go with what feels right. And for, like I said, these empty homes, these corner shots, I am moving right along. And so sometimes what I do also is if I'm not quite sure, like if it was a different type of home or if it was staged, maybe I would, be very particular with my shots so that way my editors don't have to go crazy because there's so many shots. And this one, I just took, especially because I was trying to do it in under 10 minutes, I took as many shots as felt right, and then at the, when I was uploading the photos to my editor, that's when I cut some photos, and we ended up delivering, I think, 44. Boom, kitchen's rocking and rolling. Personally, my preference for these types of shoots is not those corner shots, but real estate agents, they like some of these sometimes. These like really wide shots that they just showcase everything wide. I just am trying to let y'all know this isn't how I would prefer to take photos. But it's just crazy that you can literally make $300 in under 10 minutes by doing this. Okay. Main floor, it's not completely done, but it's almost completely done. You can see smudges on the doors and things like that. This is not a really well, ready to go house. This is I think it was an eviction or I think it was an eviction or what do they call them? Oh, I'm crawling up. Or when you can't pay. I can't remember what it's called. Boom, sometimes you gotta crawl up to get the shot. These are the outside shots, and then I think the Ray-Bans turn off here in a second. I thought about getting a middle shot. I usually would, but the backyard wasn't that long. I just didn't think it looked good. Okay, so now we're moving. We're back inside. I got the hat on backwards. You can see with the shadow. Boom, open the door. Now we're gonna finish off this main floor here. I guess the Ray-Bans did okay, but okay. Yeah, I wanted to get a shot of this entryway. This was a little different of a shot, but I wasn't super mad at it. And you can see I'm keeping my ISO at 1,000, which some people like to go lower, but for these shoots, I don't think it really matters. I keep my aperture at f10, and yeah, the shutter, fluctuates, but I'm shooting 5 bracket HDR. One thing I can say is when you're moving through these shoots, just be careful of your tripod. I feel like I'm constantly having to dodge, trying to, not hit things. Nice. Oh, I think I'm actually doing 3 bracket HDR. I usually do 5. There's a fly in here, I'm sorry. Get away! Yeah, I'm doing 3. We're making our way. I'm hoping this is helpful in the sense, too, of just, seeing what angles and how I'm actually moving through the home. I know it's fast and it's rushed, so it's not... actually, I want to say this. It's not technically that rushed. I would go... The only thing that's rushed is I am technically moving faster, but if I wasn't doing this video, I would just kind of a little bit more lackadaisical going about it. Because this is such a standard shoot. I mean, it's just the same thing over and over. It's pretty much boring, honestly. Okay, garage. I don't take a lot of shots in the garage. All right, we are heading up the stairs now. Going to the final floor. And yeah, right now we're at like 450. So I'm moving right along. All right, this is like the master. I mean, it's just so standard, guys. I mean, it's almost boring. I thought about fast forwarding, you know, through everything, but we're just gonna let it play out. You can see how it's done, how the magic happens. You know, it seems so simple to me now. Look at me wasting time having to mess with my glasses. It seems so simple to me now, but when I was just starting out, it was not simple. It felt complicated, and it felt like I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know what angles to get, and I totally overshot like crazy. All right. Oh, we're closing in on it. Master bath. Getting this shot, even though I don't love it, but sometimes, especially with you know, houses that are more like this, or certain types of agents, they really just want the randomest shots that, you know, don't really add to a house. But sometimes I just do it because I don't want to, you know, hear about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? All right, I'm getting a little hallway shot. I don't love these shots ever, but cool. Random bedroom here. Cool. I usually, when it's a house like this, 2 shots of the bedroom. Like I said, I used to get like every single angle, but I don't do it this time. Decided to close the door so we don't see the toilet. Some people like that. I don't do it every time, but this time I did. Ooh, I decided to get an extra angle. Oh, nope, we're back. Boom. There we go. Cool, bathroom shot. Moving into, I think, the last bedroom here. I'm gonna get an angle. Yeah, that makes more sense. Cool. Like, I don't love this angle. I like the other one better, but that's cool. It is kind of interesting to see my active decision making that I don't even really process in the moment. Boom. Wow, okay, 3 angles of this room. Yeah, I think it's because I usually would go across, but I didn't on the second shot, so boom. I'm gonna show the bathroom one more angle. Oh, 7.5 minutes. Oh, we're gonna have to get this little teeny crowded space. I guess this could show you how I would maybe get this space, which is just opening the door, and then probably another angle here, yeah, and then closing that door, yeah. It just seems so crowded, like it's impossible, but check it. Boom. This is also why the fluid ball head is so important. You see how fast I'm moving through. All right, I'm starting to pick up the pace. Boom, boom, boom. I'm close on time. We're at 8 minutes. I don't even think I was checking the clock. Oh, but I am moving now. All right, going outside, the front. These are the money shots. Totally all depends on the house. And like I've already said, this house isn't the best. But boom. Got it. You can kind of move quicker outside because you can ramp up the shutter and you don't have to be so still as you do inside. So I'm not even putting the tripod on the ground. We're at 8.5 minutes. I feel like a commentator. I'm commentating sports right now. Let's go. All right, that was the front angle. Had to restart it. Got the left angle. Now we're back. This is always my favorite shot. You kind of cross the street a little bit and zoom in, probably at 24 millimeters, and that I think ended up being the main shot. Didn't love this right-hand shot, but I got it. You know, never know if someone wants to highlight the garage or something. And boom! We're done. So the total time from when I started it to when I ended it was 9.5 minutes. I shot a 2,100 square foot house, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, $300 in 10 minutes or less. Now, let's take a look at the final product. What I do after this is I go home, I upload the photos, I send them to my editor, he sends them back to me the next morning. We ended up with 44 photos. It's gonna kind of go through. I know you are gonna probably nitpick some of these, but hey. I know they work, and I know they get the job done because this is a repeat client. This is a foreclosure. That's what it's called, a foreclosure. The house is not super nice and super great. I'm sorry, repeating myself like a million times. 26. But you see that you think they're going to turn out terrible, but they really don't. They're good. They're just what the people wanted. We deliver what the people want. Boom. Just like that. 44 photos. And how do I know it works specifically? Or how do I know this sold less than a month after I shot it? Sold on May 8th. Look, I don't recommend going this fast every single time, but you can do it. It is possible, especially if you're in a crunch. This is an MLS HDR standard shoot. The photos are clean, they're sharp, it does the job, it sells the home. If you haven't, check out my presets. They are in the description. If you want more stuff like this, it's coming. More is on the way. I make short films, I do filmmaking stuff, I do creative entrepreneurship, so subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time. Hi there. Thanks for watching. If you really liked it, maybe you'll like some of these too. While you decide, here's some music. Enjoy!